What's going on? And welcome to the Football World with Juice, back here today for another NFL record prediction. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the Atlanta Falcons' upcoming 2023 schedule, going through my game-by-game, pick-by-pick analysis, giving you my thoughts on how I believe that will be in 2023. If that sounds good, don't forget to like up the video. Of course, subscribe to the Football World with Juice for more NFL. That next step into the playoffs are maybe a year or two away, or are they going to decline? Let me know. Now, let's pick some games. The Falcons kick off their 2023 season versus the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. I think Bijan Robinson is going to go out there and steal the rookie headlines from Bryce Young, and so I'm picking the Falcons. You're going to want to know. Week 2, you play Green Bay in Atlanta. I think this is a game you run the ball in. Honestly, the Packers have struggled to stop the run over the years. I think this is a game where you get the ground game going and you squeak out maybe like a 2017 type win where it'll be close, it'll be fun. But I think you're built to beat the Packers. But we'll see. That's a go either way game for sure. Week 3, you play Detroit in Detroit. I got to go with the Lions here. They got the better offense, better team in my opinion. They're at home. That offense is hard to stop, by the way. I think that if it becomes a shootout, I just don't know if I trust your offense to keep up in it, because I feel like your offense is more built to beat that, to play that, tough, grinded out, physical game, low scoring. Keep the other offense on the sideline. And I feel like if you're going to win this game, it might have to be a shootout. Week 4, you play the Jags in London. I'm going with the Jags. Better team, better quarterback. Calvin Ridley revenge game. And, yeah. Week 5, you play Houston at home. I think you win this game. I think you're the better team. You're the more NFL-ready team than Houston is. You're facing a rookie quarterback, a rookie coach. Maybe C.J. Stroud comes out and has one of his first big games. But I don't know. I think you should win this game. Week 6, you play Washington at home. I believe I did pick you guys to win this game. I like the matchup for you better than I like it for Washington, because I think that you have the offensive line that can block their front four and, control the game on the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, scratch out like a low-scoring game. I think those are the types of games you're going to win this year. That's what your team is going to be looking to win every year, or every game this year. Week 7, you play Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. I do think it's possible you could sweep the Bucs this year. I think the Bucs are going to be one of the worst teams in the league. But I think that because the matchups, I know Tampa's had Tom Brady, but because the matchups have been pretty close over the years, I kind of do feel like in just in one game, their defense gets you, and then the other game, when it's later in the year, Tampa Bay, I think will be looking to get a high draft pick. I think you'll be fighting for the division. I think that you'll come out and win that game. Week 8, you play the Titans in Tennessee. I'm going with the Titans. I think they've just got the more proven team, more experience. I will say, though, I feel like your improved defensive line could get after the Titans' bad offensive line, stop Derrick Henry, make them have to throw the ball. If you can cover DeAndre Hopkins, I think that's all you're going to need to do. But I'm going with the Titans. It's also Mike Vrabel versus Arthur Smith, former head coach, offensive coordinator duo. Week 9, you play the Vikings at home. I got the Vikings in this game. It sort of reminds me of the Chargers game last year, where it was close the whole way, and then the better offense just took the game at the right time, and I feel like the same thing's going to happen. Week 10, you play Arizona in Arizona. I think that should be a win for you. I think the Cardinals honestly are going to finish winless this year. Like, I don't know. I feel like definitely by this point they'll know that they're not very good, and they'll know that they're just trying to get a high draft pick. Week 12, week 11, you got the bye. Week 12, you play New Orleans at home. Usually New Orleans beats you at home, and you beat them at their place. I'm going to say the same thing happens this year, and that Week 18 game could actually be a big game for the division. Week 13, you play the Jets in New York. I would say that maybe if this game were in Atlanta, I could lean towards you guys. Like, I just feel like because you guys have beaten Arizona before. I know that was the past, but I mean, you never know. I mean, you've got a significantly better coaching staff, in my opinion. Like, if Robert Saleh messes up game management in this game, maybe you win this game. But I'm going with the Jets just because better team, better quarterback, or more talented team, I should say. Week 15, you play Carolina in Carolina. I think the Panthers do win this. I think you should split with Carolina. Like, you guys are both pretty even, pretty close in terms of roster-wise. Week 16, you play the Colts at home. I got you winning this game. The Colts, by this point, will be looking to get a high draft pick. Week 17, you play the Bears in Chicago. I do think this is a swing game for sure. Like, Chicago in Chicago at this time of year, like, it's going to be cold. It's going to be windy. The Bears have the better quarterback, but I feel like you're a tough matchup for the Bears with the way that you can run the ball, and like that's what you're going to have to do in this game. So I'm going to go with you guys. This is a game that you could play bully ball in and control the game, control the clock. And then week 18, I got you beating the Saints in New Orleans, which ultimately has you finishing at 9-8, which I think will be enough to win the division. I think that game in New Orleans will probably win you the division, honestly. But yeah, I like you guys this year. I don't love you guys. Like, I still have questions, like, especially about Desmond Ridder as a passer. Like, I just don't know if he's the guy. But like, I feel like at the same time, your offensive system that you have around him is a good situation for him. So I could see you maybe at 10-7 at the max. That's if everything goes right. Like I said, you could sweep Tampa Bay. You could beat Tennessee. Maybe you could beat the Vikings. You could beat the Jets. I don't know. But you also have some games that, like, I think you could lose. Like, you could lose to the Commanders. You could lose to the Packers. You have a lot of swing games, and I kind of feel like you'll win some of them and you'll lose some of them. But I'd say 10-7 at the max for you. 5-12 at the worst. That's if Desmond Ridder stinks. If this team's just not what I think it could be. But yeah, let me know, Falcons fans, how you think your team's going to do this upcoming season. Thank you so much for tuning into the Football World with Juice today, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.